In this video, I'm going to walk you through this AI agent that I've built that can pick up the phone, talk to your leads, go through your calendar and book your appointments completely automatically. So whether you are a business owner and want this for your business, or you just want to sell this to other businesses, I got you. And don't worry if you are a complete beginner, because I'm going to make this guide super simple so anyone can do this. But before we start, I just want to say that AI is evolving fast. And in this AI revolution, if you're not getting ahead, you are going to get left behind. So even though this video won't have any flashy animations, I can promise you that if you can focus in less than 1 hour, you are going to have this entire system working for you in autopilot. So the agent that I've built works for a roofing company, and don't worry, this works for every single industry. And what I'm going to tell him is that I want to schedule a roof inspection for Monday next week at 3 p.m. And what we are going to test is if the agent can correctly go through my calendar, see that 3 p.m. is not available, and find me the available slots at 10 a.m., 12 p.m. and 2 p.m.
Hi there. Thanks for calling Summit Roofing Solutions. What can I help you with today?
I'd like to schedule a roof inspection for Monday next week.
I understand you'd like to schedule a roof inspection. When would work best for you on Monday next week? Do you have a preferred time, or would any time during the day work?
Yes, 3 p.m.
Okay, let me see what's available for that time. I don't have that exact time available, but I do have 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 2 p.m. available for Monday, July 21st. Would any of these work better?
Yes, 10 a.m.
Perfect. Let me get your information to book this appointment. Could I get your first and last name?
Yes, John Smith.
What's the best email address for you?
johnsmith@gmail.com.
And what's the best phone number to reach you at?
911-911-911.
Excellent. Let me book that appointment for you right now. I'm going to set this up in our system for you. You'll receive an email confirmation shortly. Please note that you'll need to confirm this appointment at least 24 hours before your scheduled time. All set. You are booked for Monday, July 21st at 10 a.m. So that's Monday, July 21st at 10 a.m. for John Smith. Thank you for calling.
As you can see, the agent was able to go through my calendar, see that 3 p.m. was not available, and found me that we had 10 a.m., 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. available. And here we can see that we have the roof inspection for John Smith at 10 a.m. with the name, the phone number and the email all correct. So the way this works is very simple. We have an 11 Labs agent, which is like a ChatGPT with a voice. However, if we want him to do more than just speak to our leads, we need to give him tools. And for this case, we'll need a check availability tool and a book appointment tool that we'll build using N8N. The first tool is what allows our agent to go through the calendar, see if the time is available or not, and if it is, then the output will be this yellow node that will basically tell our agent that yes, that time is available, do you want to confirm? However, if the time is not available, then the output will be this red node that will tell our agent all the available times for the same date. And once the user chooses an alternative, our agent will ask him for his name, phone number and email. And after that, he will call his book appointment tool that will basically go through the same process. However, here at the end, instead of going through these yellow and red nodes, it will go through this green branch that will basically create the event on the calendar and tell our agent that the event has been scheduled successfully. For this agent, we will start with the N8N setup plus getting OpenAI and Google Calendar credentials. After that, we will be setting up the N8N Workflow that will act as the tools for the agent. After that, we'll be setting up the 11 Labs agent, and finally, we'll be getting a business phone number so that your leads can directly call your agent on their phone. In terms of pricing, N8N has a 14 days free trial, which means that you can set everything up without even needing a credit card, and after that, it'll cost you $24 a month. For the OpenAI API, you'll have to deposit $5, but don't worry because this will last you for months. To set up the N8N workflow, we are going to my free school community. We are going to download it and then import it to N8N completely for free. 11 Labs has a 10k character free trial, which means that you can set everything up and see if it works. And after that, it'll cost you $30 a month, which translates into around 30 cents per call. Finally, we'll be buying a business phone number, which will cost you $1.81 today plus $1.81 a month. So in total, we have $8.62 today plus $55.81 a month for production. Now I know that $55 a month seems like a lot of money. However, if you consider that using this system we can book up to 100 new appointments every month, and that depending on the industry this could translate in thousands in more revenue, then I think the $55 is a very reasonable price. The next part of this video is going to be only for beginners, so if you already have N8N installed and have OpenAI and Google Calendar credentials set up, then you can skip this. The first thing you'll need in order to set up N8N is to search for N8N in Google and then go to this link N8N.io. Here you're going to click get started and then you are going to complete this. Now click on start free trial, and now here you are going to click on open instance. We are going to start from scratch. First thing we'll need to do is click the plus and search for calendar. Here you can choose either one of these options. Back to canvas. And now we are going to search for OpenAI and choose either one of these options and back to canvas again. Now, the reason this is red is because we need to set up our Google Calendar and OpenAI credentials, which is basically a way for N8N to communicate with these apps and allow them to exchange information. To get your OpenAI API, you are going to search for openai.com. You are going to sign in here, and then they are going to ask you to deposit a few dollars. Now, as I said earlier, these $5 are going to last you a lot of time, so you don't need to worry about spending a lot of money with OpenAI. From here, you are going to click Dashboard, and here on the left, you are going to choose API keys, create new secret key. Here you're going to name it wherever you want. I'm just going to name it N8N, create secret key. Now you are going to copy this and remember to treat this as a password. APIs are secrets that can't be shared with anyone. Back in N8N, you are going to click on your OpenAI node, and here you are going to create new credential, and here you are going to paste your API key and hit save. Now you should see green and you can click off. Back to canvas. For your Google Calendar credentials, you are going to click this node, and here you are going to create new credential. Now, if your N8N is up to date, you are going to sign in with Google, and you are going to choose an account. Continue. Connection successful. Now you can close this, and now you should see account connected. Now if you have an older version of N8N, connecting to the Google products is a very different process. So what I'm going to do is leave in the description a video of someone explaining you exactly how to do this. After being connected, you can close this and back to canvas. And now that everything is set up, we can start importing the workflow. Now, as I said in the beginning, to import the workflow to N8N, we are going to come to my free school community. That should be the second link in the description. And from here, you are going to click on YouTube videos and you're going to search for the title of this video. Now click on this post, and now you're going to click on this JSON file and download. Now back in N8N, you can delete this. You're going to come to these three dots and you are going to click on import from file. Here you are going to choose the file you just downloaded and upload. If everything is correct, then your workflow should be exactly like this with these three nodes red. But before we finish the setup of this workflow, we need to consider something important. So if we click 2 times on this node, you're going to see that we have a system prompt template. And if you click here, as you can see here, we have your time zone in red and invalid syntax on the right. And if we scroll down here, we are going to see that we have a lot more times this same error. And the reason for this is because when I've created this workflow, I've created it for Portugal. And this means that when I've uploaded it to my school community, I had to make it a template so that everyone in the world could use it. Now this means that before we can actually import the workflow to N8N, we are going to go to Claude or ChatGPT and we are going to tell him where we live and ask him to change the time zone and the time zone offset. So when we actually import the workflow, everything is already set up correctly. On this post, you are going to see ChatGPT Claude prompt for the N8N workflow. Now you are going to copy this. And I'm going to use Claude because I'm used to it, but if you want, you can use ChatGPT. And you are going to paste the prompt, and you are going to upload the JSON file with the workflow. And this prompt basically says, I live in, and you have to replace this with your country or state. And I have this N8N workflow in JSON that should use my time zone. Please change, and these are the variables that were giving the error earlier. And what this is going to do is basically go through our workflow, and every time he sees your time zone or your time zone offset, he's going to replace it with the correct time zone. So for me, it's going to be Portugal, and for you, it's going to be your correct time zone. And now we have everything we need to set up the workflow. So we are going to hit copy. We are going to come to N8N, close this. Now we can delete all of this. And now we are going to hit paste. And now if we come here to the information extractor and click here, now as you can see, we have no errors. And here on the business time zone, you can see Europe, Lisbon, which means that everything is set up correct. Okay, now you can close this, back to Canvas. And now we are going to set up the credentials. So you're going to click the OpenAI node. Here you should see your OpenAI account already set up. You can click back to Canvas and you'll do the same thing here. You're going to click, you're going to confirm if your Google Calendar account is already set up. Here you can choose the calendar you want. And finally, you're going to do the same thing here. And that's it. Now your workflow is complete and we can start setting up the 11 Labs agent. But before that, just click save, and here we are going to name it. So now you're going to search for 11labs.io, or you can click the third link in the description and you're going to click sign up. Going to complete this. Now you're going to choose conversational AI and select this plan. Okay, now that you're here, you're going to click on agents, start from blank. Now once again, all of this information is going to be in my school community. So we are going to come here, see more, and now we are going to see 11 Labs agent first message. You are going to copy this. Here on the first message, you are going to paste this and change the company name and hit save. This message is going to be the first thing your leads hear when they call your agent, so feel free to change this however you'd like. The next thing we are going to change is the system prompt. So we come here, we can see 11 Labs agent system prompt. We are going to copy this. Here, when you see end of 11 Labs agent system prompt, you can copy this. And now you are going to paste it here. This can stay blank, doesn't matter, and hit save. Now you are going to scroll down. And here in the tools, you are going to toggle this end call on. This will allow your agent to end the call when the call is finished. And here, where you see custom tools, you are going to add a new tool. Add webhook tool. Now, once again, we are going to go to the school post. So we come here, we can see the check availability tool, which is the name of the tool. You are going to copy this and paste it where it says name. The description is also here. So you are going to copy this and paste it here. This method will be post. And now to get this URL, this is going to be the webhook URL from your N8N workflow. Now back to N8N, you are going to toggle this to active and click on this webhook. Now you're going to change this to production URL and click here to copy. Now you are going to paste it here. Now we are going to scroll down, and here where you see body parameters, we are going to fill this up. So once again, we come here, we see this description, copy, paste it here. Now we have this identifier, copy, paste. This is the description here. And you are going to toggle required on. You are going to click on add tool and save. Now the second tool is going to be just like the first one. However, it's going to have a lot more body parameters, so it could get confusing after some time. If this happens to you, you can just come here, delete it, and start from scratch. Now you are going to add tool, webhook tool. And now if this is not empty, you should just delete everything, because for some reason this was grabbing my old tool, which was the check availability tool. And so we are going to come here, delete, so we can start from scratch. Also delete the description, and now everything should be empty. You can leave this as post. And now we are going to look for our second tool. So this was the first tool, and this is the second tool. So we are going to copy the name, description, the URL is going to be the second webhook, so keep this active and come here, click on production URL and copy. Paste it here. Now we are going to scroll down to the body parameters and once again go to the school post. This is the description. And now we are going to add property. This is our first property. And now you are going to copy each one of these and add it to the 11 Labs body parameters. So this is the first one, add property. The second one is going to be called description. And this is the description. Add another one. And finally, the customer name. Now click on Add Tool and save. Congratulations, your agent is finished. Now if you come to Test AI Agent, you can test if it works.
Hi there. Thanks for calling Company Test. What can I help you with today?
I'd like to schedule a test for next Friday.
I understand you'd like to schedule a test. When would work best for you next Friday? Do you have a preferred time or would any time during the day work?
3 p.m.
Let me check availability for you. Great news. I have next Friday at 3 p.m. available. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Perfect. Let me get your information to book the...
As you can see, the agent is working exactly like expected. So he called his check availability tool. The tool told him, yes, Friday 3 p.m. is available. And then he asked for more information to book the appointment. Now the last step to make this work is to get a business phone number so that your leads can directly call the agent on their phone. To do that, you are going to search for vonage.com, or you can go to the fourth link in the description. And here you are going to scroll down, and where it says Communications API, you are going to click on Try it free. Now you are going to sign up. Here you are going to search for your country, and you are going to put your phone number. Now you'll need to verify your email. Okay, and now that you're here, you are going to add funds. And here you don't need more than $10, so you are going to add a payment method and add funds. Now you are going to click on phone numbers and buy numbers. Now you are going to come here, select voice. The type is going to be toll-free for the US and landline for Europe. So I'm going to choose landline. And here you can see every single number that you can buy. For the US, you are going to have all of these options and you are going to select buy. You will check this box and click buy. Okay, so now that you've bought the phone number, we need to actually connect it to 11 Labs so that your agent can pick up the phone when your leads call. So first we are going to scroll down here to SIP, get started, something else. You can change the domain if you want. I'm going to leave it as is. Now you are going to click on it works and I'll do it later. Down here you are going to select the region your leads will be calling from. Click on save and then you are going to scroll down and link the phone. Okay, now you can go to 11 Labs and here you are going to select phone numbers, import number from SIP trunk. Now you are going to label it wherever you want. You are going to come back here and copy your phone number. You're going to scroll down and here on address, you are going to go to the school community and find this address. You can leave everything as is. Now we are going to go back to Vonage and we are going to click API settings. Here you are going to copy this API key and paste it on the username. And then you are going to copy this secret and paste it on your password. Click import. Okay, so now we are going to test if the agent works. So here you are going to click on your agent and you are going to click on outbound call. So this is where we'll test the agent. First we are going to select the agent and then here I'm going to select my own number so that the agent can call me and I'll see if the agent is working or not.
Solutions. What can I help you with today?
Okay, so now the agent is able to call us. However, we can't call it back yet. So we need to change a few things here in Vonage. On the left, you are going to scroll down to SIP, click on settings. Now you are going to click on edit authentication. And here you are going to come to the post and copy this IP address, paste it here. And the range will be 32 and hit plus and go back. Now we are going to scroll down here and when you see add URI, you are going to paste this URI. The priority will be 1, the timeout will be 2000 and the transport will be TCP and click plus. And now if I call the agent.
Hi there. Thanks for calling Summit Roofing Solutions. What can I help you with today?
I'd like to schedule a roof inspection for Monday next week.
I understand you'd like to schedule a roof inspection. When would work best for you on Monday next week? Do you have a preferred time or would any time during the day work?
And that's it. Now you have a fully functional AI agent that can book your appointments completely automatically. And if you like this video and want to see more like this, subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be posting new AI solutions for businesses every single week.